Before we begin, remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and share this with anyone who you think needs to hear this message. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can click the join button, become a member, and get access for free to the exercise performance course where I teach you to squat, bench, deadlift, shoulder press, do pull-ups, and dips. Not only that, but you will also get the audiobook of the Book of Puck, narrated by me, and also the exclusive podcast for members, the Coffee Cast, where we do weekly Q&As. Now that we've had that out of the way, let's begin. And begin we shall. Hello, how has everybody been? Good morning, afternoon, or night, although I wonder for whom of you it might be night. No idea, actually. Do I have Australian audience members? I might have Australian audience members. I do. Actually, I do. There are a couple of you in there. How is everybody doing? I'm doing just fine. Thank you. Today was a good day. Today was a good day because Aussie represents. Nice. Right from the down under. Today was a good day because I have gotten a warehouse job back and I freaking love it. It's about a 40-minute bike ride, which is nice in the morning, in all honesty. So far, I've been lucky. The weather is good. The weather has been good, which I'm perfectly fine with. But I can do it in 35 to 40 minutes. That's not bad. For cycling, that's a nice cardio session right there. I don't even know how many steps I made today. Plenty. Hey, Tom, good to see you. Hey, Kate, sorry. X-Runner, Godspeed, Banter's here, Phil Brad. Good to see you guys. How have you been, Tom? How have you been? How's Minecraft doing? Was there anything specific I wanted to mention today? Not really. Like I said, I got back in the warehouse 2 days a week. Oh, why only 2 days? Well, because I can, because I want to, because I'm a filthy minimalist and I want to do something. I've also put, I have a membership goal for YouTube. I have a membership goal. Of course, I will provide value for YouTube members, but I have reached one goal with YouTube, and now I want to reach the second one, which is 100 members. So I'm starting a counter, which you can see on the left bottom corner of your screen. We are at 28 members of 100. Again, you will get the Book of Puck audiobook for free and weekly membership live streams where we drop the StreamYard link in the chat. And if you want, you can come and join me and the other guys if you want. So yeah, that's a new goal I'm setting. 100 YouTube members. And of course, I shall provide value to them because nothing in this world comes for free. On to the warehouse thing. What I absolutely loved about it was, hey, this needs to be done. Do it alone. If you have questions, you can ask us. It's like, really? I can work alone and nobody will bother me? Yeah. It's like, thank you. I was so pleased with that. I was completely happy with it. It's like, yes, no more office politics shenanigans. No more insecure guys running around like headless chickens because some guy walks in who's young, attractive, ripped, and works out. None of it. No more passive aggressiveness. None. It's like, it's like I got hired to do a job and that was it. It's like, really? Those places exist? Yeah. No shenanigans, just your work. It's not the greatest pay, but it's a way better environment than the Game of Thrones they do in the office. I can tell you that. It's like, what a relief. What a sweet, sweet relief. And a change of scenery. Plus, I could get a nice cardio session in every day. Total of about like I said, an hour and 20 minutes, maybe an hour and 15 on a bike, riding about 25 kilometers an hour, which is what? What is 25 kilometers an hour? Let me look this up for you, Yanks. Oh. No, the other way around. That's the one. Oh, so that's about 15 and a half miles per hour. 15 and a half miles per hour. So that's not bad. That's not bad. I want to be able to do 17 and a half, but you need like an electric bike and it needs an extra gear, and the extra gears, which I found out because European Union, of course, electric bicycles are only allowed to go a certain speed. It's like, really? Because like the electric bike has 8 gears. I'm like, if I can have 9, I can make it. Then I could make the 30 kilometers per hour, which is 70 miles, 17 and a half miles. And I was talking to Watson about this, and he's like, yeah, no, they don't do that because of the European safety precautions. I'm like, what? Yeah, like, I'm not even allowed to decide how hard I want to ride that bicycle. Yeah, you are, but they just put in fail safes so you can't. It's like, I already train legs enough for me to now go into the endurance route for it. It's like, no, we're not going to do that. No, just give me an extra gear. Let me go to 30 kilometers an hour, 17 and a half miles, somewhere like that, and let me be in peace. Also, another thing. So I cycled to the job, right? I cycled there. It's like, there you go, a cycling route. That's what the Netherlands has, cycling routes. And of course, on the day I start the job, guess what? Oh, sorry, the cycling road is under construction. Detour. It's like, of course. So I just went on the public road and drove there. It's like, fine. I'll just go on the road. Next to the cars. It's early enough to be not crowded. I'll just go there. Fine. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. That's all you do. You push that lemon. You squeeze it as hard as you can. Yes, you will. Tom hasn't been playing Minecraft in a while. Been on that Overwatch grind. Nice. I never played Overwatch. I got back into Hollow Knight, which is nice because Hollow Knight is a boss rush, and I thought like, oh, okay, this is going to be impossible. But funnily enough, after a couple of tries, I already finished the first Pantheon. It's like, oh, nice. I still got it. That's good. That's not a bad thing. I still got it. So like Hollow Knight like has a steep learning curve, but when you've got it kind of thing. Like it's a hard game to learn, but once you've learned it, you are set. You are set for life. The only thing you want then is a Nintendo Switch with a proper thumbstick. Hi-oh. Can't ask for too much, can we? We can't ask for too much. Of course not, because imagine stuff working. I have NES controllers from 30 years ago where everything to the D-pad to the select button still works. But a thumbstick on a device that's only 5 years old? Nah, can't have that. Does it download your video games before you can play them? Yes. Well, screw you. Because you can't have anything. Of course not. Remember those days? Remember those days where you just went home and you got the game console, the Super Nintendo or the N64 or whatever you might have had. And you just put the cartridge in. You might have needed to blow it. Funny. You know, not the other one. And it just worked. And you could play your game. No downloading. No updates. No DLC. Just you, the cartridge, and your controller. And that was it. Beautiful golden times. Oh, I remember playing Donkey Kong Country so much. I played that thing so much. I played it. So in Dutch, we have a saying we call that like you play it gray, which how could you phrase that? I just played it till the thing fell to pieces. I love that game. Till this day, although when I play it now, you go through it way easier. Same as Mega Man 2. At a certain point, I was able to beat Mega Man 2 within 45 minutes. That's my record. Under 45 minutes. I don't know how much under, but it was under 45 minutes. Trust me. Believe me. There were witnesses. Which is so odd because I remember those NES games like Kirby and DuckTales 2, Mario even. And do you guys remember as a kid, you just couldn't get through them and you would play them for days on end. And now when you play them, you just race through them. It's like, what the hell? What the hell? Is that even possible? I was like, yeah. They just used to suck, I guess. Like the original Castlevania, although, not gonna lie, what is happening here? Sir, cable, no, go away. Where was I? Oh yeah. The original Castlevania, I downloaded that on the Switch. I'm not gonna lie, I use save states. That is one of those games. Castlevania, the original NES one, that is one of those games. Ryan, you can make fun of me all day if you want to. But the original Castlevania is balls to the wall hard. That is like, I finished it, even on the original NES, because I had that a couple of years back. I still had an NES and I bought like the Castlevania cartridge. I beat it. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why, but I did beat it. Yes, hello, yes. But I did beat it. That was the last game, the first game in years, and the last game till this day that made me throw my controller. Now, I am not an angry person. It takes a while for me to lose my patience. But that game, no. That was just at a certain point, boom, just throw the damn thing. And you know what? The controller lived. Because apparently 1980s Nintendo was made out of vibranium. I guess. Or something like that. By God, man. Strongest plastic in the world. Vibranium is metal. Shut up, nerd. Nobody cares. It was just a figure of speech. Thinking I don't know what adamantium is made of. Loser. But yeah, those were the days. Super Nintendo controller I never threw. I had this weird Super Nintendo controller. You guys remember that one? The see-through Super Nintendo controller with all those extra buttons on it that will make the game go faster, or a certain button would be held into place or whatever. I never was able to properly use it because there was so much on it where I was like, what the hell do you want me to do with this thing? That I just never figured it out. I'm like, I'll just use the normal buttons, and that was it, and that was done. Same as the N64. Like, what? That thing was made for people with 3 hands, I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that much. Yeah, the turbo buttons. No, not even the turbo buttons. The NES had a turbo thing. I remember that. But the Super Nintendo one was a weird gimmick. There's nothing to the durability of the GameCube being dragged behind a car. Oh, I believe that. I think everything went downhill after GameCube. Not saying the Wii is a bad console, and I absolutely love my Switch. And the 3DS, in my humble opinion, is a very close, and I mean very close, runner-up to the Super Nintendo. Just being honest here. The 3DS and its entire library and its downloadable options is a very close second to the Super Nintendo. Might even be better because it has more Pokemon games. But the Super Nintendo had the Super Game Boy, which allowed you to play Pokemon games on the Super Nintendo, which makes the Super Nintendo technically a very big Game Boy. So yeah, that is why we like the Super Nintendo. That is why we like the Super Nintendo. Very red pill of me, I know. Anything specific you guys wanted to talk about? The whammon. How do I get the whammon? Go to the gym. Get. Stop eating shit. And just do that. And be charming. For the love of God, just be charming. Don't talk to her about your Super Nintendo, or do. You know what? Do it. Talk to her about your Super Nintendo. And if she rejects you, she was not the one. Simple. It's that simple. Men should have standards. Damn it. Have standards. If she doesn't know what a Super Nintendo is, she's too young. Or too old. Depending on what direction you go in with that. What games am I playing these days, Nuke? Hollow Knight. I'm playing Hollow Knight. I'm looking at the new Super Mario Brothers Wonder, but it looks fun. But I don't know how long that will entertain me. That's what I love about Hollow Knight and indie games in general. Hollow Knight was only $10, and I have over 100 hours in that game. Over 100, because it's such a large and vast game. Now, people can say, what about Breath of the Wild? I'm sorry, but Breath of the Wild, the story is too short. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, even though they are great games, a majority of the things that help you explore that game are side quests. Now, with Hollow Knight, if you want to get through the entire story and the main game, you would have to go through the entire map. The entire map. It's like, and that's what I like. And that didn't happen with Tears of the Kingdom nor Breath of the Wild. So, eh. So yeah. So of what use is it? Meanwhile, some indie game of $10, over 100 hours. Over 100 hours. Just saying. It's a very, very affordable 100 hours. Oh, but you missed 100 hours where you could have grinded and blah, blah, blah. Sir, I have never even mentioned over what time span that 100 hours goes. Could be 100 hours divided over months. You know what I'm saying? So before you get on my ass, which I know you want to, I have a very well-shaped ass, so I get why you want it. But before you do, figure out 100 hours divided over a year. Some rest and relaxation. Nothing to worry about. You need to be on your grind set. Well, sir, every morning during my coffee, I edit videos and I upload them. So, have you been liking those, by the way? Let me know in the chat. Have you been enjoying the Post Zero and Red Evening shorts? Have you liked them? I'm going back to Red Evening like around 100. So I'm now at 102. I already made one video out of that stream. I'm going to make 2 more, and then we're going to move to the next one. But how are you enjoying me cutting up old live streams into new videos? How are you guys enjoying that? Like, the views are so-so. The comments are nice, and the like to view ratio is pretty good as well. Let me know in the chat. Would you like me to add more to it? Would you like me to add less to it? They are all going to be a minimum of 8 minutes long anyway, so that's where you will have to, well, deal with it. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. That's how you have to deal with it. Didn't have anything to say specific to say in this podcast? No, but the thing about a YouTuber is he goes live no matter what, and he rambles his mouth. But yeah, to get back to the beginning of this podcast, new warehouse job, absolutely loved it. I was on this giant order picker in this giant warehouse. And then at the end, they were like, well, we've got some manual orders as well. So have fun. And I'm like, nice. I'm like, hey, am I allowed to wear earplugs? They're like, if you have at least one ear open, you are fine to do what you want. I'm like, I can listen to podcasts during work. I can have some physical activity and no office politics. Holy shit. And there goes the monetization. Just say, what a great day to be alive. Everything just went well. Just my good old-fashioned wired earplugs. Oh, you still wear wired? Oh my God, are you poor? It's like, yeah, I'm poor. Plus, I lose the wireless ones. Seriously though, like that is my biggest fear. If I ever buy AirPods, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, where did I put them? Where the hell did I put them? And maybe I'm cycling somewhere and all of a sudden one falls out and it breaks and boom, 200. And how much are those damn things? How much are AirPods these days? Do I want to know? Do I really? Maybe I do, so I can laugh at people when I see them. My God, man, you paid how much for? Oh no, really? They're not that expensive. I mean, that's a lot of money, but still, there are more expensive versions of these. I remember that. What's the most expensive? 189 euros. Holy shit, 269. Nice. 269 euros. Jesus Christ, what's that? So wait, hold up. So you have Apple EarPods, third generation. Yeah, third, with a battery duration of 30 hours. Correct? 189 euros, which is already hella expensive. I can almost buy a fossil booster pack with that. Then you have second generation with a max battery life of 6 hours, which is 269 euros. Why would you buy those? Could you explain this? Why would you do that? 30-hour battery life versus 6-hour battery life. And the 30-hour battery life is almost $100 cheaper. 100. You use them to listen to music, right? What happened? What? You use them to listen to music. Why the hell would you even? Oh, wait. What? Apple AirPods Pro, second generation. Oh, and then you have the other Apple AirPods Pro, second generation, with a battery life of 30 hours. That's in-ear. Yeah, they're all in-ear. What the hell? For also 280 euros. Why are these things so hella expensive? Like, what are these? Like a status object? By God, man. Why? Why would you do that? I don't get that. How expensive are Beats by Dre's these days? Oh no, they're now Beats by Apple. 315, 175. My God, how expensive was my Sennheiser again? I can't even remember. Sennheiser. I really can't remember. Yeah, audio. No, in-ear, over-ear. Are mine still on there? I can't remember which ones I have. I have the same that John used to have. HD 569. Oh no, I have the HD 599. 99. HD 599. I know myself. I would never spend too much. I probably bought it on sale. 599. Yeah, I bought this on sale. I probably bought this on sale. Yeah. Yeah. No way. Oh well, some things. Anyone play Gris? It's an indie game about overcoming depression. Damn. Dark. I tend to avoid all things depression these days. Oh, but why would you do that? I don't know, because I like a happy life. Why don't you avoid Twitter? Believe me, I do. There's a lot of things I avoid. Are you conflict avoidant? No. I just know that certain things won't make me happy, so I will avoid those. As you should you, by the way. Real quick, do I want to address it? I want to address it for the wrong reasons. Everything that's going on in the world right now. Please, people, turn off your TV. Turn off the news. Turn off your TV. A lot of people on Twitter now are all of a sudden war experts since like 2 days ago. Like, I don't know where you got your degree, but just turn your TV off, turn your radio off, block, mute certain words on your social media, and watch yourself become a happier person. Thank me later. Horrible things are happening. I'm not saying that, but we cannot do anything about that. Then we can create awareness. Motherfucker, sit down, shut up, stay in your own lane. Like, the people who can actually do something about it either refuse to do something about it or they're terribly so. What are you going to do from your 1-bedroom apartment being broke on Starbucks or avocado toast? I don't know. Seriously? You're going to tell me what I need to think about? The war? I am Dutch. War is in my blood. It's like, turn it off. Just turn it off. You will be happier and you will be better for it. Not going to lie. Hey, 28-minute mark. So on that little PSA. No, I find that segue to be repulsive. Apologies. I'm not going to go there. But yeah, I've seen a lot about that on Twitter these days where it's like, oh, look at me. I am an expert. On this side should have done that. And that side should have done that. And I am repulsed. It's like, sir, you sit down. Sit down, please. You're just a public figure. You're an influencer. Your opinion does not matter on this. It's the same as actors. Remember that shtick where all of a sudden actors had an opinion on a thing you should feel worried about? Wear your mask. Remember that? I do. I remember that vehemently. I remember even as a kid hating that stuff. Where we would go to the movie theaters. Because back in my day, I saw The Phantom Menace in the movie theater, sir. Sit down. I remember there was a Dutch commercial before the movie starts. You have commercials. And I live in the Netherlands, so of course the commercial was Dutch. But I sat there. I remember all these Dutch celebrities, would come on screen, real big, on the silver screen, and be like, these people are starving. These people are going hungry. They have not known a single emotion other than hunger. Who can say where the road goes? You hear that in the background? Only God knows. And you see all these poor little children starving and dying and everything. Meanwhile, between the shots of the dying children, you get another multimillionaire Dutch person. And then you get another multimillionaire Dutch actor. And then you get another multimillionaire Dutch singer or whatever they were. Some Dutch people are famous for reasons you couldn't even imagine, where it's like, what? Why are you famous? And then between shots of starving children, you keep having those millionaires telling you, you should feel concerned about this. You can donate your money, which you already don't have enough of, since you bought a movie ticket way overpriced because of inflation, because of the politicians we tell you to vote for, can help this child. It's like, I remembered so vehemently as a young kid sitting there and be like, who the hell are you? Who the hell are you telling me I should do what? No, you have more money than I could ever think of. You go help the starving children. By the way, maybe they do. And the kids are still starving. What are you buying them? Charcoal? Really? Like, how much charcoal can $1 million buy? You know how cheap rice is? Buy them rice. I don't even believe they do that. I want to say eggs, but eggs apparently are like skyrocketing. It's like, what the hell? People, come on. Come on. It's like terrible. Absolutely terrible. But we're going to see the same now with what's happening, which is terrible. Don't get me wrong. It's absolutely terrible. But you see, there was this one guy on Twitter, this armchair psychologist. Apparently, an absolutely horrible thing happened where there was some techno festival, something like that. And that festival went on during the what's the word I'm looking for? During the attack. And horrible thing. I don't even want to go into details, but it's just some of the people visiting there were captured. Life ended, and their lifeless body was, yeah. And it was video footage of that. Absolutely terrible. And then you have these guys on Twitter be like, imagine it being her mother. Imagine going through this. I stand with these people. It's like, really? And of course they get all the likes and all the retweets and all the subscribes. It's like, can you not? Just can you not? Can you for one day get your self-righteous head out of your ass and not go there? Can you not make it about you? Can you not? That's all I ask. Can you not make it about you? All we ask. Can they? Of course not, because they got a brand. They're bringing to me. They got to sell it. They got to be with the people. You're not one of us. Am I one of us? I don't even remember if I'm one of us. At what point am I no longer one of them? There's a Dutch song called One of Them. I love it. It's Veldhuis and Kemper. Coldbug knows it. Coldbug knows it. And it's like, yeah. So that's kind of what's going on Twitter right now, where I have muted a lot of words. Where it's like, no, just don't. I don't need your garbage 2-cent take. I just don't. And I will not. So yeah, Free advice right there. Mute words on Twitter. Mute words on Twitter. You know what? Let's take a quick commercial break. Then we can get back to it.
I don't usually post pictures of my kids online, but they're infants and you can barely see them, so, it's fine. But a YouTuber named Ryan Stone tweeted, showing off the F trophies for clout. So the babies are trophies that I'm showing off. It's perhaps not a surprise that a picture of a proud father would be so upsetting to the sort of man who clearly never had one.
Rob, how have you been?
Guys, nothing has changed for you.
Can we be careful with that one?
Motherfucker, sit down, shut up, stay in your own lane.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that memo.
This guy comes into your house as a guest and then takes a giant shit on your living room floor.
I can't blame you because after all this time, I should have just trusted you without saying it.
Cappy's got a jar of peanut butter there somewhere. The only way that dog could tolerate him.
I'm too tall for that.
Fuck it, I don't give a shit.
And there goes the monetization.
Birth control makes women unattractive and crazy.
The fuck?
Red evening. It's better than work.
There, a little bit of lightheartedness. Other than the commercial break, I am setting myself a goal for this channel. 100 members. We are now at 28 members. If you become a member, you will get my version of the Book of Puck audiobook for free, and we do weekly hangout streams. Also, I might put Gendernomics, the audiobook bundle, on there as well. I just might as well do it. Where it's like, here, YouTube members, have it for free. Have it for free. I made it. There you go. What about Ian Ironwood, Dak? Well, you know what? Get me to 100 members, and then maybe I'll finish it, because then I have actually like the expenses to cover the time for that thing. By God, I thought Puck was long. Ian Ironwood is way longer. Which, it's still a cool book. I actually reached out to Ian. Like, hey, Mr. Ironwood. Woohoo! Sleeper became a new member. I appreciate that. Especially for you, I have this. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. There we go. Edit name. 29. Can we get to 30 by the end of the stream? I don't know. But we made it. Thank you, Sleeper. I appreciate that. Go to the community tab, and there you will find the link for your free copy of my version of the Book of Puck audiobook. I saw that a lot of people liked the 15 lessons, and they were like, oh, thanks for narrating Puck. I'm like, my brother in Christ, that is only the first chapter of the Book of Puck. That is only the first chapter. There are, how many chapters are there in that thing? Book of Puck. How many chapters are there? My God. Holy yeah. Oh, wow. 71. Wait. Oh, okay. No, 71 minus 14. 71 minus 14. 61. 57. Good job doing that out of the top of your head. 71. Sorry. 57. 57. 50-ish. Yeah. No, Sleeper, you're right. You're right. Jack Napier is really good. Thank you. But like I said, the whole book is available for members. The whole book is available for members. Will you do a recording of Ironwood's collection of alpha moves if you reach 150? Can you send me the link to that? Ian Ironwood alpha. I think I can do that. Ian Ironwood alpha moves. He got the moves like Ian. He's got the moves like Ian. He's got the moves. 177? Oh. But this is volume 1. Is there a volume 2? A collection. Huh. I did not know that. I can do that. Alpha Moons. Ah, yeah, sure. Will you do a recording of the United ones? If you reach 100, well, so 150 members. 150 members. Yeah, sure. You know what? I will make that deal. If I can get 150 YouTube members, I will narrate Ian Ironwood's Alpha Moves. Not only will I narrate it, I will narrate it within, be honest here. I just found it. How many pages is it? 177, that is. 177. 17 days. 17 days, depending on if I work. 17. Could I do it? Could I do it? Month and a half. Month and a half. Because I've got some other things going on as well. But yeah, I could do that if I can get to like 150 members. Then I will do it. So come on, Z. Kidding. Do whatever you feel like. It's like I said, it's a goal of mine. I have it as a goal. I've reached a different YouTube goal. And now I'm like, you know what? I would have always liked 100 members, but also, don't get me wrong, I want to provide value in that sense as well. It's like Book of Puck, the whole audiobook is one. How long is that even? I have it on a USB somewhere. Well, right there, in all honesty, it's right there. But I haven't looked. I haven't looked at the Book of Puck audiobook in ages. Because it's on Gumroad. Oh, I don't need Ian's Go. Because I'm not selling it. Now, if I were to sell it, that will be a different thing. And I've already reached out to Ian, where it's like, hey, man, can I narrate your book? And then maybe like put it up for sale. But he never responded. So I just started narrating things and put it up, on YouTube. Putting credit where credit is due. And of course, if the man reaches out and he's like, hey, I saw you narrating my stuff. Take it down. I will take it down. I will take that down immediately. No questions asked. Same with Puck. But the thing with Puck is weird because Puck has there are so many narrations of that. Well, not so many, but I know Life Math Money has a narrated version of it, and he sells that. And there are a couple of other people who did that. So, yeah. Oh, the Torero interview. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I still have it. I still have the Torero interview. I was proud of that, you know that? I was proud of that. That was one of my goalposts, or one of my milestones, where it's like, I interviewed Tom Torero in his goddamn minivan. It wasn't even a minivan. I don't know what it was. As he was on the parking lot at a gas station in Germany. But since he is the late Tom Torero, like I said, I contact the people who were dealing with his estate, and I asked them, are you okay if I keep it up? Because at that point, I already put it on private. Because people wanted to download it and blah, 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 blah. And I asked them, like, am I allowed to keep it up? Or would you prefer me to take it down. And they, responded back. The people who were handling his estate, we talked to the family and we would like you to take it down. And then I was like, well, sure. Of course. Like of course I'm going to respect your wishes. Why wouldn't I? Now, there have been people who try to like put it up, but no. Yeah, no. That's not going to happen. Rob and I had that discussion, which was fun. It's a fun discussion to have. No, honesty. It's a fun little talk where Rob told me, like, Jack, everybody has a price. What's your price? And I was like, it has nothing to do with money or an object or whatever. It's like, no, it's not about that, because what I would be selling is the email I have to those people saying I will take it down. It's like, that's just something. Not even a no rarity symbol base set Charizard PSA 10. Not even that. Not even that would get me to upload that. So it would let me publish that interview again. Not even that. Not even that. I am. Sorry, man. I promised. I am. Yeah, I saw they're re-releasing his stuff to a late channel. It's not even him. So, I mean, some people are vile. I got hit up in the DMs. It's like, Tom would have wanted it. It's like, what the hell? You never talked to him. Like, people were all of a sudden telling me what a person they never talked to would want. It's like, by God, are people going to do that about me? Let's say I pass away and all of a sudden, like, Rob has a Salt Lake sit down with me or some other shows with me. And let's say I asked Rob in a mortuary or whatever, in my last message to him, like, hey, take everything down. And people would hit Rob up saying, oh, can you please post that again? Jack would have wanted it. It's like, what the hell? It's like, what the hell? You never talked to him. What? What was his first name? Jack. Wrong. What? How quick can this man eat a steak? Rob knows. Seriously, Rob knows how fast I can eat a steak, by the way. He knows that. A 2-pound steak, mind you. 2.2 pound steak. God, that was good. Oh. God bless the USA. God bless the US of A. Really. But in all honesty, see, now that you mention it, I think Alpha Moves is a lot more fun than the Manosphere by Ian Ironwood. How many pages are there? Huh. Really? Huh. Nice. Who knows? Huh. No way. It's not always about... No. C-Set, you absolute G. The working 50, the working 500. It's not always about how much money you have. Sometimes it's how you spend it, like on emergency chocolate. It's well understood that a significant portion of a man's sex rank depends on his perceived ability as a provider. Since we can't all be CEOs or otherwise thunder our way to riches on the backs of our talents and drive, how much we can actually improve our sex rank with increasing our income is limited. Let's face it, for most of us, if we could make more money at our jobs, we would. He has a whole chapter on money. He has a whole 5. He has a whole chapter on the money issue. He has a whole, yes. Good. Thank you for showing me this, man. I needed that. I wanted to have that. So, you know what? I'll do it at 100 members. If I get to 100 members, I will narrate Alpha Moves by Ian Ironwood. And you guys will get it for free. No questions asked. I will upload it chapter by chapter. And then you will get the whole damn thing as a file. Why via Gumroad? Because it's easier. I can sell it as an audiobook. I can give you a free link and then you can download it as an audiobook. Otherwise, depending on, I can give you the MP3 files and then you have to format it into an audiobook yourself, which is fine if you wanted. I can do them both. But Gumroad makes it easier. And like I said, I can give you a free discount. So that's why. So 100 members, Alpha Moves. Done. Why not 150? Because I like Ian Ironwood. I like this bet. It's not even a bet. It's more like, you know what? As a milestone, I'll do it. And I like Ironwood. You guys want Ironwood? You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And you get a book for free as well. And yes, the Manosphere is happening, but it is so dense. Oh, but what if you can't finish that? What makes us believe you will finish Alpha Moves? Because Alpha Moves, I already saw, is smaller chapters, easier to narrate, easier to get through. The thing with narrating is usually I go chapter by chapter. The Manosphere by Ian Ironwood has these 50-page chapters. I can't narrate 50 pages in one try or in one sitting. And then you get it gets a slog and blah, 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 blah. And that's why it takes a bit longer. That's why Puck took so long, because Puck broke me at Feminism on Trial. That was a way too long chapter. And then I got just tired of it. I'm like, I just got tired of it. I'm like, oh God, the pain. Oh God. So, but then I picked myself up again and I went, what I did then, this was actually pretty cool. So what I did with Puck at the end was I only needed to do 10 to 15 more chapters, which, mind you, some chapters only are 1 page. So what I did was I looked at the duration of the chapters and I ordered them from longest to shortest. And that's how I did it. Longest one first. Like boom, boom, boom. And then because the chapters that stay are so short, it gets way easier to do because the hurdle is less high. I sound like an absolute bitch, I know, but the hurdle was just less high to jump over. Made it easier to narrate, got me more motivating to narrate. At a certain point, I started narrating 2 chapters at the same time, and boom, we got it. So that's how. But there is one thing about Ironwood that makes me wonder, because I see it's only Oh, you want me to narrate chapter 5 right now? Chapter 4, 1? Or chapter 3? What was it? Chapter 3. Stand up straight. I can do that. Now, of course, this will be re-narrated in the official publishing. But to your heart's content, and like I said, if I get to 100 members, I will narrate this for real. But as an example, here we go. Chapter 3. Alpha Move. Stand up straight. A lot of guys in the first few days of taking the red pill are at a loss about how to begin. They're still coming out of the blue pill stupor. Stupor? Here, this is where editing comes in. How do I pronounce that? Stupor. Oh, I got it right. Okay. Back to word. They're still coming out of the blue pill stupor. And the task in front of them seems daunting. Some are so intimidated by it that they abandon it altogether. Sure, they can work out, but that takes weeks to have any significant visible effect. So, they feel trapped. They want to see some instant results. What the novice red pill man needs to remember is that the goal of game, married or single, flavors is not necessarily to become an alpha male. Most of us are simply not equipped to handle full alpha, and the drawbacks are almost as severe as the advantages. It's to present as an alpha. Big difference. Even if you aren't chiseled out of granite and endowed with a big, bulging trust fund, you can still use the subtextual cues of dominance associated with alpha to improve your presentation. One of the most subtle yet dramatic ways you can do this is through the simple expedient of standing up perfectly straight. The customs associated with military life, our attempt to institutionalize the aggressive masculine alpha, include standing at attention. Why? Because standing perfectly straight, balanced on both feet, makes you taller and more intimidating automatically. Slouching is for betas, sigmas, and omegas. Alphas have good posture. Don't underestimate the effect of this cue. If you wish, try an experiment. If you are learning single game a la Royce and Roche V, then try an approach with your shoulders slumped and with you leaning casually. Then try another approach, standing perfectly straight, shoulders back, head fixed firmly on one spot, with a few, if any, extraneous movements. I think you'll find that there's a definite difference in results. If you are learning married game, then make a slightly annoying, slightly unreasonable request of your wife or girlfriend, slouched over, casual style. Then wait an hour and try a different, annoying, slightly unreasonable request. standing straight up, balanced equally on both feet, shoulders squared and facing her directly. Note the difference in reaction, if not result. The secret to maintaining good posture is known to ballerinas and models the world over. You simply imagine a string pulling you skyward from the top of your head. It requires a little effort at first to maintain that posture, but with time and practice, it becomes automatic, and you will notice a subtle but decided shift in how people treat you from this very simple change to your presentation. Standing up straight makes you taller, DHV, demonstrating higher value. Take up more space, and it makes people literally look up to you. Well, shorter people. More, your willful attention to your own presentation will increase both your confidence and your focus, both of which are essential to game and hallmarks of a mature masculinity. So stand up straight, smile confidently, and have good posture. No one else might be watching, but you always are. And if you can impress yourself, you'll impress the ladies. Besides, it don't cost nothing. Boom! What is this ASMR? Stupor. So yeah, that is what it will sound like. I figured this out, but weirdly enough. So, friend of mine, what is happening here? Something is happening here. Oh, there we go. A friend of mine, he sent me Andy Serkis reading the Silmarillion. And that's how I figured out what I did wrong in the menu. The menu is too fast. Did you guys notice what I just did? I slowed down the narration. I spoke in a more soothing voice and a more calm tempo. Now, some people might say that is boring, or that it's too monotone. No, not really. You should get yourself a recording booth, an old closet or something with sound panels. I have one in the other room. I always use that for narrating. But yeah, sure. See, fine, I'll do it. 100 members, I'll record it. Deliberate speak as preach by speed seduction coaches. Oh, but get me to 100 and I'll do it. Looking forward to it. There's always 1.5 or 2 times speed. Exactly. People can always do that. Did I miss any super chats, by the way, in the meantime? No. Sleeper was a new member, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And he even got the Tuscan Raiders. We now have that sound for super chats. It's a new thing that I do. Every time I get a super chat, I'm going to play the Tuscan Raider. Alex Patino gave me that idea. He gave me that idea, which will be fun. Because Rob has the soundbite, and I don't have a thingamajig. What's that called? A Roadcaster. Roadcaster 2. I do not own one. Most things screamed at the sky and into the mic is alpha. Alpha? I don't know. What else did I miss? Your receipt of the red pill. Very likable. Most seem pissed off, screaming at the sky and peeing in the volcano. Oh, I appreciate that. Where's the wife? Back in Illinois. back in Illinois. But yeah, most people, it's like I'm gonna ask Tom if I can cut that from his stream, because it's a 4-hour stream and I'm an hour in there. I'm gonna ask him if I can download that part and put it on my channel. I enjoyed it. And I'm like, okay, that's one. Can I do more? Can I do more? Would be interesting if I can do more of like these so-called anti-red pill guys, where it's like, okay, what's anti-red pill? And I noticed that a lot of people just go like, oh, but John MLD said, and Fresh and Fit said, and Rolo said. I'm like, yeah, there's no message to me. Like, a one person is not the red pill people. It's like, oh, sorry. I can use them for reference, but it's not like that everything they say all of a sudden is accordance with. But yeah, is there anything else that we wanted to discuss? I'll guess sub 5 minutes. It's a gem. Yeah. Stupor. Let me know what you guys thought of the narration. And let's get this channel to 100 members. And then I'll narrate the whole damn thing. Also, if you have become a member, tomorrow, the same time, we're going to do the membership stream. So look forward to that. I already posted the Q&A, so you can leave your questions there. I will put the StreamYard link in here. Also, you can find your copy of the Book of Puck audiobook for free. The link is in the membership area. So, Sleeper, please go check that out. You will find the link there. If you can't find it, let me know. I'm on Twitter at Jack Napier Knows. You can hit me up there. And I think that was it. Help me help you with your fitness, of course, with the personal accountability program. Get your personalized diet plan, training program, weekly form checks, private Discord, and a monthly consultation. You can get that here. If you are interested in other narrations by me, the Black Label Logic audiobook bundle, written by Carl from Black Label Logic, narrated by me. Approach Her Like Chad and Text Game Mastery, narrated by me, written by Mr. Troy Francis. You can get that here. And 50 Shades of Game, all 3 audiobooks. You can get that here. All 3 in one giant bundle. Those are all the audiobooks for me. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate that. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Let's do that. Cheers. Have fun. Bye-bye.